Welcome back, guys. This week we're going to talk about how to get a girlfriend who's actually good for you. Complicated topic, I know, but we're going to break it down to 3 mathematical equations. What is the main issue that men have with women? Well, one of them is men just trying to get girls to like them. Girls not texting you back, girls ghosting you. How do you get a girl out on a date with you? How do you even ask a girl out? That may be the first issue, but the second issue that all men have from all backgrounds, from all different skill levels with women, is getting a girlfriend who isn't good for you. And it's happened to all of us. It's happened to me, definitely. You wake up 3.5 months later and think, how did I even get in a relationship with this girl? What happened? I don't even like her that much. Yet now somehow I feel connected with her in some way and I can't break up with her, or I can, but it's difficult and it brings up all these issues. It makes the situation way more dangerous than it needs to be. If you are going to be murdered and you're not in some kind of gang, then it probably will be from a jilted lover. So how do we choose a girlfriend who is actually good for us? Thankfully, there are 3 equations that explain exactly how to do this. The first equation is 12 times 1. This means you date 12 girls, 1 girl a month for a year, minimum. You date 12 girls, or you date more than 12 girls, but at least for a year. Give yourself 1 year of experience, getting to know different kinds of women. Oh, this is a good attribute. Ooh, I don't like this so much. Getting experience. That's what 12 times 1 is. At least 12 girls for at least a year. And then once you get that experience, you move on to the second equation, 7 plus or minus 1. Once you get your experience, once you learn who you are in the context of women, then you can write down 7 attributes that would be good for you to have in a girlfriend. Now, there's a reason that it's only 7. This is mathematically proven. It just picks 7 that are important to you. And may I suggest they aren't superficial attributes that you want in a girlfriend. So, skin tone, hair color, some guys like darker skin, lighter skin, darker hair, lighter hair, large breasts, small breasts. Try to forget about that just for now and try to focus on attributes that would really be important. I'm not saying to go out and date an omega mu, but how about, just as a suggestion, a girl who has similar values? Well, what specifically are those values? That could be one. A girl who has a healthy relationship with her father. A girl whose father was there when she was growing up. May I suggest that is another one. A girl who smokes cigarettes and uses drugs at about the same rate and about the same extent that you do. I think that might be another one. What is it that you really want? Not what your friends want, not what would make you look cool if you walked into a room and you had this girl in your arm. What do you actually want in a girl? Now, a lot of guys will try to do this before they do the 12 times 1. And, it's just all a projection of what they think would end up being a good girlfriend. And half of the time, the attributes are just attributes of your mother. You're just trying to date her. So when you come up with the 7 plus or minus, I say plus or minus 1, so it can be 8. You can choose 8, maybe 6, but if you do choose 8, then one of them, maybe you can let slide a little bit. And then once you have that, the experience, once you figure out what you want, then remember 5 divided by 4. Do not see this girl. So after you date 12 girls and you find one that has the 7 attributes that you want, do not see her any more than 5 times in a 4-week period. Any more than that, and you may become naturally, emotionally tied to her, even if she ends up, for whatever reason, not being a good situation for you. Maybe she's hiding something about herself. Some women are very good at manipulating men, and you may find yourself in that situation. So don't see her any more than 5 times in a 4-week period. This makes it more difficult, to be emotionally tied to her. So there's this concept called grooming. We see monkeys and chimpanzees grooming each other on a tree branch, picking ticks, picking little bugs out of each other's fur, and we think, that they're just cleaning themselves. That's the function of that, and it is on the surface, but the deeper function of that is to tie their bodies together on an emotional level, to get everybody caring about each other in the tribe more than they would have normally. It serves group cohesion, and the same thing happens when you see a girl too often. Sometimes guys will say, yeah, I'm dating this girl, I see her 3 times a week, I don't know if I want her to be my girlfriend though. You're seeing her 3 times a week, she's your girlfriend, whether you know it or not. And this is what you do. You just go through this process, and this will give you, we'll do another equation here. This will give you a girlfriend. So you go through this process, you get a girlfriend. Is this girlfriend the first time through, is she going to be good for you? Well, maybe not. Maybe you didn't get all the experience that you needed to get. Maybe you're still working through some issues. Maybe some of the attributes you picked weren't really attributes that you wanted. Again, maybe they're just attributes that you thought would be cool, but actually it's not something you really want. So I would suggest that you go through this 3 times. Then after you go through it 3 times, maximum, if you go through this more than 3 times, then you're really not paying attention. But at least you have a system now. A lot of guys, they go around, even guys who get very good with women, they don't really have a system, a way of deciphering what would be a good girlfriend for them. So when they do happen to pick a girlfriend, it's usually not for the right reasons, and so it's going to be mostly hit or miss. That's the idea here. At least now there's a path for you when it comes to not just getting a girlfriend. Any idiot can get a girlfriend, but to get a girlfriend that's actually good for you. But none of this is going to matter. Unless you can manage your emotions, you knew this was coming. Unless you can manage your emotions, figure out what you are avoiding, figure out what you need and how to communicate those 2 things in the best way possible. Unless you can do that, no amount of tricks or techniques or mathematical equations is really going to help you. I mean, if you have unconscious anxiety that manifests as passive aggressiveness, that manifests as a victim complex, maybe you unconscious anger that manifests as hostility, and you're going to keep finding yourself with a girlfriend who is passive aggressive, has a victim complex, and who is hostile. It's going to keep happening until you manage your own issues. But once you manage your own issues, once you get really good at talking about what's going on with you, animusempire.com/group. We have a group that helps exactly this, animusempire.com/therapy. This is exactly what we do in therapy, and no other therapist will ever know how to talk to these issues until they learn what emotions are, what are the 3 different decisions we can make with emotions, and how to speak directly to emotions. But until you can do that, once you get that handled, then keep these 3 girlfriend equations in mind, and I think they're going to help you out. And that's it for this week. Please like and subscribe. Tell a friend about this. Figure out where you are and just proceed, Are you dating women now? Okay. Start thinking of things that you want in a girl. Did you think of things that you want in a girl? Okay, now start looking for her. But when you do find her, don't see her too often, at least at first. All right, guys, take care. And always remember that when you have a difficult time finding a girlfriend, go back to the drawing board and do the math.